Yo, boys and girls of the Mirko cult, welcome to Rebellion versus Alter Ego match analysis. Now, you guys chose Alter Ego versus Rebellion Zion for today's match analysis. We'll see if I can do the same thing tomorrow and do a match analysis because, again, schedule's getting kind of packed. Tomorrow I'll be casting for MPL ID, but today I'm free, so we can make this happen. And let's get into the game straight away because this was a... I know the result, Rebellion Zion. I did not watch the stream. I did not restream as well, just so that I can go into this raw. I wanted to get my honest reactions. Yeah, so let's get into the match. All right, Alter Ego went for the Joy first pick. Common. This is very, very common to see in the drafts right now in the patch. If it isn't banned in the second phase, usually Joy and Fanny are almost always banned out on the by red side. But yeah, it's very interesting that they decided to go for the Cho and the Kadita. Very interesting bans. I didn't really paid attention to it, but Franco Kaja respecting Audi TZ. When Audi doesn't get a pick-off hero like a Franco or a Kaja or even like something like an Edith, then he really struggles, and that's why they went for the Edith here. With the Kaja and Franco banned, I think they understand what Rebellion or what Alter Ego are trying to do to them, and they're kind of doing the same thing. I thought maybe banning out Rossi wouldn't be a good strategy to do, but they did win the series. Now I don't know if they won game 1 or 2, but we'll see. With Edith and Valentina, great choices already. Signature Terizla. Now again, Alter Ego's blueprint to win in the drafting phase, usually it's pick up a good, well, first pick is whatever. Then they can go for the XP laner and usually the mid laner. It's usually either gold lane and mid lane or XP and mid lane right here. Or even first pick mid laner. But it's always just that. It's always jungle, XP, mid. Or, yeah, this time they go for jungle, XP, and gold. So it's Nino, Pi, and Sully Boy getting the comfort because of the situation for the Joy being open, you know, and the Kadita not being open, so they didn't go for that. Usually they would go for Kadita first pick. This is already very, very tough. Like for Rebellion Zion, we've seen Brody do really well against Irithel, but unfortunately up against the well, Joy, not bad against the Joy, but against the Terizla, the Brody really struggles here. So maybe they go for a jungle first here. Not really a gold laner. Oh, they go for the Claude. Okay. They go for the Claude here. Claude versus Irithel. This matchup. It's actually like a 50-50 matchup. Both are just farming and scaling. It's not going to be like any fights going on here for Claude and Irithel. Alright, interesting. Let's take a look at the bans here. For Rebellion, it should be just mid laners. Yeah, I think Alter Ego... This might be a loss for Alter Ego because... based on the draft here, because they didn't secure a hero for Udil, and... Yep, they're going to start nailing him down. Ooh. No Yves? I think if they leave the Farsa open, the Farsa would actually be like a pick that is not bad. Like Rebellion Zion would like Alter Ego to go for something like a Farsa. They already have a Claude. They already have like an Edith and even a Valentina. I think they're fine if Alter Ego go for something like that. Here for Alter Ego, though, it should just be Vincent bans, jungle bans. If it's not jungle bans, then maybe Cars. An Arlet ban to come through later, perhaps. But putting Pi on a Terizla already is already really good. Maybe they can take something out like a... Yeah, it's just Vincent. But if they want to go for an XP lane ban, probably an X-Borg ban would come through here. If they want to give... Well, if Rebellion wants to pick a hero that does well against the Terizla, it should be the X-Borg. But other than that, I don't think Alter Ego are too concerned with any of the other picks. So let's see if I was right about the mage here. Oh, Novaria. Okay. So technically a roam / mid. But yeah, still the same idea. They're banning out Udil and they're trying to force him on something like a Farsa, I believe. And this is not like the Claude does really well against the Farsa. Maybe they have some more dive with them as well. Alter Ego might need to deal with that. What do they ban here? Lancelot ban? Taking it away from Vincent? I think it would be a wise choice to go for. Or just an XP. Martis. Oh! Wow. Martis ban. So they really want to give the Joy... Yeah, it's going to be the... Baksha. Okay, did not expect the Baksha. But it makes sense. Up against the Joy. Up against the Terizla. The Irithel can basically run laps around the Baxia. So, yeah, okay, they have a very, very tanky lineup now. It's going to be hard for Alter Ego, but I think it's going to be like a farce. Ooh, damn! I didn't call the drafts right. But what the heck? Okay, so the reason I thought it was going to be a Farsa pick here is because they kind of lack range here. For Alter Ego lack range. The only real range that they have is the Irithel. So other than that, they're going to have to rely on their team fights. And Rebellion Zion have a pretty good, like... Okay, the Edith can really... Because this is kind of like an all-in dive comp, guys, for Alter Ego. They don't really have anything to fall back on. It's a dive comp. They can kite back with Irithel, sure, but the others is just they dive, and once they dive, they can't really get back. Maybe the Joy, but the Teresa and Arlet is fucked. Edith pick here. Yeah, this pick is already really good. I say double down on this, and okay, yeah, double down on this. Go for something like a Minotaur. I think Rebellion just outdrafted Alter Ego in game number 1. Honestly, this draft is really good by Rebellion Zion. Very good response towards what Alter Ego kind of placed down with their picks. And we'll get into that a bit further once we get into the game here. Let's just get into the game first. Okay, here it is. In the land of Dawn we'd go for game number 1. So based on clear as well, it should be Vincent who has an advantage. But yeah, see, when it comes down to this composition, I feel like it's just way more well-rounded, and they have the answers to every single question that Alter Ego's comp can pose, right? Firstly... things like this, when they all in up against... Okay, so the thing is for Alter Ego, unfortunately for them, it's going to be really hard for them to go back and forth in these team fights because their main engage tool would be Rossi and Pi. And for Terizla and Arlet, once you go in, there's really no going back unless you burn a flicker. So Rebellion Zion can completely punish on that. Say if Rossi jumps in a bit too aggressively, Audi will just use that Minuan Fury. Cars with that Primal Wrath, they're all just going to be stuck there as well. Rebellion Zion have a very good composition to kind of force a dive from... Not force, but retaliate to a dive. And also keep Alter Ego in that dive position. Because usually when you dive, you want to back up right after the enemy team uses a lot of their resources. But with the Primal Wrath... They can actually mobilize a lot of the members for Alter Ego, keep them in place for highs to deal damage and even sway low. So, yeah, that's why I actually like Rebellion Zion's draft a bit more. Also, in neutral objective controls, they should be able to control the early game, and you can already see it here. Rossi being a bit too aggressive. Vincent, it's very hard for him to die here. Even with the focusing mark, you can see, yeah, he just gets out. Sway low dealing damage in the back. Well played to Rebellion. They're playing it really well. And this is a very risky composition that Rebellion Zion are going for. Not because it's very hard to pull off. I think it's still the better draft because it's easier to pull off than Alter Ego's draft. But, again, Audi TZ, he finds comfort on the pick-off hero. So, seeing him on a very team-fighty hero like a Minotaur is definitely something new. Yeah, see? Okay, there you go. With the Arlet Roam, man, thing is for the Arlet Roam as well, I think when you fall behind, it's just really hard. And, yeah, when you try to open up the map like that, if you have backup, you're going to be really good. But if you don't, things like that is going to happen. You're going to try to commit, or even to just poke, or just to open up the map, and you're going to get caught. If you have no flicker, you have no escape as an Arlet Roam. As Arlet in general. You have to go all in. So yeah, very good start by Rebellion Zion. I think for Alter Ego, they're making the right move though, honestly. Rotating over to the bottom lane, understanding that they cannot contest for this XP. Might as well get Nino ahead. I think it's a very good adjustment for... Wow! Wow! Yo, Poggers to Arashi, and Papulong just picks for the team that's underrated. But props to Arashi, man. He read out the draft really well. I would agree with him. I think... Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe Alter Ego just shits on Rebellion this game, and maybe me and Arashi are fucking wrong. Okay, no, but yeah. Rebellion have a solid comp, I would say here. In the way that they're able to approach a lot of these team fights as well. Just invade, they have the sustain as well from that Minotaur. And Cars, so far, is doing really good here against the Terizla on the Edith. I'm not too sure how this matchup plays out. Don't play a lot of Edith, but I know that, Edith does really well against heroes that want to try to dive in, so Yeah, boom. It's kind of like a, I wouldn't say X-Borg, but it's really good against these kind of heroes, I guess. Rebellion Zion. Good wave denied there, just denying a minion, a single minion. But Alter Ego need to start play around gold lane, and Rebellion knows it. Oh, man. This is where it gets frustrating. You can see the movements here if you see the map, that Alter Ego are trying to maneuver around that gold lane, but Rebellion are just matching their moves. And you can even see from Sway Low, he's matching it to a point where he's just going to stay in that lane for a bit longer. He's going to see where the Alter Ego members pop up. Once he saw the Angela top, then he shoves it in. But before that, he's not really going to reveal himself because he wants to make Alter Ego keep on thinking where he's at. Highs as well, doing really good in this lane against the Irithel. Again, though, it's kind of like a dead lane in the gold lane. Both of these gold laners won't really be fighting a lot. And look at Sway Low. Yeah, brilliant maneuver to the bottom lane. Understanding again that Alter Ego will most probably try to mirror. Understanding that they will not be able to contest for these neutral objectives. And Sully Boy gets chunked. Good rotation from Vincent. Sully Boy definitely stayed for too long. Good bait on the hard guard, and now they back up. Oh, they can actually take this fight. Sully Boy wants to keep on going. Okay, yeah. There you go. It was very weird. I think if Alter Ego kept on going there, it would have been disastrous. Good cut. Rossi again on this Arlet roam, trying his best to just open up the map, but it's very hard. You just get poked down, and when you're not up against squishies on the Arlet roam, it's really hard to open up the map. You know, you're up against these tanky folks here. Audi helping highs, giving him sustain, getting him turret gold. Sway Low doing really well in the mid lane. Immobilized. Oh, he goes in for hard guard. Wow, well played by Cars. Oh, wow, what a knockup by Audi, too. Great team fight by Rebellion. Very good maneuvers around the map, man. They are literally like answering all the shot calls or all the rotations that Alter Ego have been doing. Rebellion are scary. I put them in mid right after week number 4 in my tier list. But yeah, the reason I put them in mid is because they're very inconsistent. They can be really good, and then they can be really bad. They're very inconsistent, but I guess Alter Ego is kind of like that too, and I gave them A. I thought with the 3 wins that they would be a bit more. I think though in this game they are not really making a lot of mistakes. They're actually playing it really well, but I think due to the outdraft and due to Rebellion Zion just matching their movements, there's not much that Alter Ego can do. Even here, Nino, yeah. On the Irithel as well, it's pretty interesting to see, right? If you're an Irithel player, you guys can relate. If you get a snowball, then you can actually take control of the game. But if you don't get a good lane, then you actually need to wait for your power spike for a while. Your power spike takes a while to get there. Like, you don't actually reach the power spike up until like what, 12 minutes in the game. So yeah, on these crit items, it's great for snowball, but it's either snowball or late game for Nino here. 3 turtles. Beautiful maneuvers by Rebellion Zion, that lane swap as well from highs. Getting a turret down below, sending the Edith, who has more teamfight pressure at the 7th minute of the game. And yeah, that's why they're able to just take that for free. And Alter Ego can't even go for that top lane. Rossi again, opening up the map, trying to just be a nuisance, but up against these tanks, you're not going to be able to open it up, man. Good rotation by Audi. And again, the Edith is just matching the Terizla. Baksha is just looking for the joy. Finds the joy, rotates over, forces Pi to back away. And he just invades the jungle. This is clean by Rebellion Zion, dude. Wow. Very impressed by the way that they're actually executing the game here. Good steal as well. 2 levels up on Sully Boy. Shush. Now's the rotation up top. Look at the way they're playing, right? They're just drawing a line, basically, and they're trying to force Alter Ego away from this line because they want to take tier 2s. This is what you want to try to do if you guys are practicing for tournaments, maybe. Especially when you guys are ahead. A lot of people don't do this in ranked. A lot of people who are 5-man or even team fight, or not team fight, but in tournaments, they don't actually take advantage of this. If you guys are this far ahead, utilize it. Push in, invade the enemy jungle, get more map pressure, and set up your gold laner who needs to siege the position. Oh man, this is amazing gold for a Claude in the 8th minute of the game. Wonder what items he has right now. I don't know if he has the golden staff yet, but that's a win of nature. Whoa, who built that win of nature? Is that Highs who built the Wind of Nature? So he already has the Golden Staff in the 8th minute of the game? Yeah, it's the only one. Yeah, Highs with the Wind of Nature. So DHS, Golden Staff, and Wind of Nature in the 8th minute of the game? That is quick. I don't think that's right, though. I think he might have rushed DHS to Wind of Nature. 6,700 gold isn't enough for that, right? Yeah, definitely not. DHS Wind of Nature. I understand it, going up against a Terizla, Arlet, and an Irithel. You want to be diving, even in these early team fights, and this is really good again. Wow! Beautiful pick. Suelo stole the penalty zone. Good minion fury. See? That's what I was talking about, guys. When you go all in against this composition, it's just really hard. Audi can pop in that minion fury. Cars can just get the Earth Shatter in, also dealing damage to the Primal Wrath. Highs gets a very, very good clear down below. And Alter Ego lost a 4v5 there. Now it's an easy Lord. Wow! This is so clean! Yo, 7-0 against Alter Ego. I wouldn't even be surprised if Rebellion actually go and win this game deathless. Because if you have this kind of composition, already counters Alter Ego's composition, and it's a 7,000 gold lead that you have, yeah, it's just really hard. Alter Ego are banking on the fact that they're banking on Rebellion to make a mistake at this point. What? Did he just pick up the DHS? He had a 6,700 gold, right? Okay, so he did... No, not the DHS. Did he just pick up the Golden Staff or... No way. 10 minutes, DHS, Golden Staff, and Wind of Nature. No, I gotta see this for myself. Did Highs just pick up the Golden Staff? Because... I'm sorry, I gotta move back a bit, guys. No, so he already built the DHS and Golden Staff in the 8th minute of the game and Wind of Nature. Okay. Yo, props to you, Highs, you farm god. Jeez. Did he go Bargain Hunter? Wait. That's a lot for 6,700 gold. Okay. Oh, good steal from Vincent, too. Nail in the coffin, man. Look at that. Sully Boy, no one, at this point, no one can really go through Vincent. Vincent can just walk down these turrets as well. I think there's no risk of him actually losing his life. Corrosion Scythe in below 11 minutes. In the 10th minute, it's over, man. This game is done. Yeah, alright. There's not really much that Alter Ego can do, honestly. They can only play in their base and get turtled. And turtle in. Look at how Rebellion are just constantly using this map pressure to invade in the enemy jungle, push in, and even cut in these waves. Poking them down and creating another line. Remember, look at this, guys. Creating another line, playing in between the roamer and the mid laner, and Highs picks it up. This is something that you guys need to do when you have this level of control. Again, look at that. Audi positioning himself very aggressive. Don't be a pussy as a roamer, guys. When you're this ahead, you got to make these calls. And Audi, no wonder he's Rookie of the Week. No wonder. The guy's an ex-Bigatron player, by the way. Bigatron Beta. The guy is a menace. So good. And he has a bit of a personality as well, back in MDL. Back in MDL, he likes to shit talk, and in MPL, we haven't seen that yet. Yeah, there's nothing that Alter Ego can really do at this point. Rebellion will just keep on doing this. There's no real reason for them to stop this this train. Well, okay, how early does Alter Ego lose? I think this might be like a 50-minute end. Alter Ego can still defend, I would say, for the next few... Like, maybe even the next Lord they can defend. But it's just going to be this. Rebellion will constantly freeze up the waves, wait for that, for the Lord to come in. The only wave that they're pushing in is the mid lane. Or, no, they're not even pushing it in. They're just matching it. They're building a slow push up top. Oh, they catch Pi! Oh, they spot Pi, but Pi recalls. Nice one. But yeah, this is what they're just going to do. Freeze up the waves. Don't give Alter Ego any gold, any XP. 5 seconds for the Lord, and they give up the top lane. They say whatever. If you want to go for a tier 1 turret and trade it for the Lord, whatever. And Alter Ego at this point, this is the only thing they can look for as well. So they're like, whatever too. If you guys want to take the Lord, whatever. We're going to get a structure down. There's not much we can do anyways. Okay, good maneuvers by both of these teams, and again, I think a lot of the Indonesian teams now have learned this. They don't go for the contest, they don't go for 50-50s as much as they used to in Season 10 and 11, and now they just mirror. That's why the games in MPL Indonesia Season 12 have been way longer, because teams are actually trading and mirroring the movements of enemy teams when they're behind. And again, tips to all you guys who are playing ranked who want to improve as well. This is the strategy that you need to implement, especially if you want to win tournaments. If you're behind, do not try to force these neutral objectives because it's a big gamble. And when you're already behind, you go for these 50-50s on neutral objectives on the contests. You win, sure, you get back to equal. But if you don't, then your gold lead just goes even lower. And if you're 10,000 gold behind, there's literally no reason for you guys to be contesting neutral objectives. Unless it's already like the 20-minute mark, then at that point, you know, everyone has already has all the items, and the 10,000 gold lead isn't really a big one anymore. But in the 14-minute of the game, 12-minute of the game, 10,000 gold lead is a big one. You try to go for a fight, even if the enemy team makes a mistake, it's like it's a 90-10 team fight that you're taking. You need to play it more than perfect. You need to hope for a big blunder from the enemy team as well, not just perfectly executing the team fight. And yeah, Rebellion. Speaking of perfectly executed things, they perfectly executed that siege, man. You know, pushing up all 3 waves at one go, and now they're rotating up top. Yeah, good clear from Alter Ego. See, yeah, they're not going to be able to end in the 14-minute of the game. They should be another, I think maybe 17-minute end, or 17 to 18. If Rebellion don't end in 17 or 18, then it gets scary for them. Because Alter Ego actually has a way back into the neutral objectives. They actually have a way to win team fights, despite Rebellion getting the Lord. If it gets to that point, but I don't think so. And I don't think it goes to that point. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a comeback game, and game 1 is actually won by Alter Ego. I don't know. I know the score 2-1, so maybe after this game it's a bit cheating for me because I know who will win. Yeah, Rebellion are just suffocating Alter Ego at this point. Slow pushing into mid wave, very good. Slow pushing down below and a shove down up top. Good escape from that penalty zone. Baited out just a penalty zone. Okay. Good defense from Alter Ego. And it's a very valiant effort for Rebellion Zion. They were able to push in the wave. They try to get that turret. They baited out a few resources. And now they just wait. It's a waiting game now. It's just a waiting game now. And I guess we'll skip the waiting game. Because again, it's just going to be pushes, side wave control. Here you go. This is where it gets interesting. Okay. Wave control, because of the turret, the base turret that they took, this is always going to be pushing, slow pushing in. Rebellion take control of this part of the map because they have the mid lane and the bottom lane. Slow pushing in. Pi gets caught. Good minion fury. He's dead. And it's over. There you go. Free Lord. Beautiful Lord dance by Rebellion Zion. Utilizing the waves and executing right as the waves push in and once they see an opening. Absolutely beautiful. Wave management on point, baby, for RBZ. And now it should be the end, yeah. 17 minutes. This should be the point where they get the end here. Still enhanced Lord. Still defendable. Item check. Okay, this is where the... Yeah, okay, there you go. Full items on Nino. We can finally shred Vincent with ultimate. Without ultimate, you can't. So he needs to time that ultimate really well, because if he uses those basic attacks on Audi TZ or cars... it's just really hard. No, I think they're done. There's no way. That front line is too beefy. And the duration of your ultimate, even though your cooldown has been kind of... Yeah, bye-bye, Sully boy. GG, yeah. Yeah, the thing about Irithel is when you're up against these tanky compositions, it still doesn't work. Wow, penalty zone by Sway Low. God damn. GG, GG, GG. 17-minute end. Was it 17? 17. Oh, yeah, 17:50. Okay, yeah, 17-18. Okay. Let's move on to Alter Ego versus Rebellion Zion game number 2. I already have it here. Let's move it to the banning phase. Let's start it here. Okay, Franco and the Kaja, Cho and the Kadida. So same bands. Okay, so they just swapped sides, but it's the same bands. Fanny here. What was their band that they went for? Paquito. So it's gonna be Paquito again. Is that Alter Ego game plan? Let's see what they go for. Paquito ban. I think it's very good for Paquito ban to come through here up against Cars. But they go for the Valentino. So Joy is up. Should be picked. Should be considered here. Maybe I wouldn't say Yves. Joy. Even Fredrin or Paquito, maybe. First pick here. Yves. Not a big fan of first pick Yves anymore. I wanted to say Yves, but I'm not a big fan of that anymore. Let's see. What did they pick? Joy. Okay. So Joy. With the Joy picked up, no Cho, no Kaja, no Franco. This sets up really well for the Joy already. The Ultra Ego on a band, or I want to go for now. Pick for Udil, I would say. Just a pick for Udil would be really good. I think they need to secure a pick for Udil in the first phase here. He doesn't really do well when he doesn't get his comfort pick. Yeah, they can go for Terizla too. So if it's I think Terizla, they can prio the Irithel too. If that's really, I mean, we've seen Nino prio it before. I think Terizla is still safer though. I don't think you go for Nino here. Edith and Yves. Okay, so they go for the Yves. They go for the Edith. The Edith is more of a deny pick over from Rebellion Zion. It's also a good response into a Joy. Very good. And again, they need to pick up a hero for Udo in the first phase. That's just kind of like their winning formula. If they don't pick up a hero for Udo in the first phase, they just lose out. Good Claude pick. Up against the Yves. Not too good against the Claude, but I mean against the Edith, but okay. What do they go for now? I would say, maybe Paquito. They need someone or an XP laner who can go back and forth. It can't be an all-in hero up against the Edith. Paquito would be very, very good here, I would say. They go for Fredrin. What? Not a fan of this. I think for Rebellion Zion, I think they lost in the first phase of drafts here. The Joy pick is a very good pick, but it still can be used in the XP lane. Don't get me wrong, but it just does better in the jungle. And I've never seen cars play XP Joy. So this pick right here, the Fredrin pick, it basically denies the flex pick away from Joy as early as this, and I think that's what they were trying to think about. They're like, you know what? They're not gonna think the Joy is a flex anyway, so that's why we'll pick the Fredrin. Whatever, we'll just get a prio pick in. But I'm not a big fan of that because now this is 100% gonna go to the XP lane. Sets up for a Terizla pick, or even better, whoa. A Martis. Okay. Okay, this is it. If Vincent goes on the Joy, there's still a chance of winning. But if Vincent goes in the Fredrin and the Joy goes to XP, it's GG. I have never seen cars on Joy. Maybe he proves me wrong. Maybe he does play the Joy and he pops off here. But for the bans, Ultra Ego should be quite straightforward. Should just be the mid laner. Novaria, also respect to Audi TZ. Oh, Audi didn't get his hero too. Audi is also like a person who needs his hero in the first phase. Good Arla ban. Just XP bans is what I'm expecting here for Rebellion. Let me just skip over. What is this? What is Ultra Ego gonna ban? Angela! Okay. Last ban. What's it gonna be? Terizla. Okay. Nino. This game is a better game for Irithel. Not as many, but Rebellion can basically just pick. No, not as many frontliners or not as many tanky members. There's no way they make that happen now. It's gonna be a roamer and a mid laner. I can't even think about any other roamer right now that the Rebellion Zion can utilize. No Franco, no Kaja, no. No, not against this comp, I would say. And Ultra Ego will go for Yu Zhong, I think, in the XP lane. Nah. No, I'm not a big fan of that. This is Rebellion getting too comfortable with the pocket picks. Okay. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay, wait. The Khalid. Alright. That's an... Oh, Wijanarko is here. Okay. Khalid pick. A lethal ignition. Oh my goodness. Life drain for the Sicilian. Not a fan of the Sicilian though. I think okay, so I'll go through why I don't think the Sicilian's a good pick. Again, technically it's kind of cheating because I know the result of game number 2 after watching game number 1. But yeah, mid control is going to be a problem for them. Yves and Edith clears much faster than Sicilian and Groch, I would say. And with the Martis does better against, well, clear wise. And they also have a winning XP laner. So neutral objectives, everything going to go to the side of Alter Ego. And they both have kind of weak side gold laners. It's just farming battle. So yeah. Let's see what happens here. Now we've seen the emblems earlier. Three tenacities. Yeah, Audi's already really low now on the Grok. Vincent retreat that? Okay. That's a retreat from Selly. Yeah, see this? This is what happens when you pick up a Sicilian here against a very oppressive mid lane force that Alter Ego have drafted for themselves. Really not a big fan of that Sicilian pick, but to be fair, no other pick was really available. If you go for the Gourd here, it doesn't work against a lot of dive, even like the Khalid. Gourd works when you're on red side because you can last pick it, but if you're on blue side, it definitely doesn't work. Red side has the advantage there for pocket picks, and I think the Sicilian maybe could have worked as well. No, I think after seeing the whoa, Vincent with that with the rhythm, dodging away from the onward. You can, that's a fun little interaction. You're unstoppable when you dash. It's like anti-CC, so you can actually get that to happen. First turtle. All turtles should go to Alter Ego. This is too much control. The Fredrin is a sitting duck. Selly Boy is clears much faster. Mid lane clears much faster for Alter Ego. Yeah, Rebellion just lost in the draft here. I don't think there's much to analyze in this game, to be completely honest with you guys. You might have to skip forward. If they get the second turtle, I think we just skip. Good retreat too. It's over. Okay, maybe not over, but yeah, we already know the outcome at this point. Wow. Arashi swapped to... Oh, he still stayed on Rebellion. Yeah, okay. Well, if it was me, I would just go against the Fredrin XP. I just hate Fredrin XP. Fredrin XP is dog shit. And like I said, like I predicted, there's no way Vincent would go on the Fredrin with a Joy pick here picked up. Like, Cars has never played that Joy. I've never seen him play that Joy. Don't know if he's able to play that Joy, but... Good onward. No Purify. Good wild charge. Oh, he's dead. Wow. Good dive and mobility as well. GG. Okay, GG. Okay, we might have to skip forward in this game. This is going to be a stomp. I thought there would be something to analyze at least in this game, but so far, no. Their Alter Ego are just using the composition really well. Invading in the enemy jungle. They're doing everything that you should do as a team who's ahead. Nino, at this point, remember, if you get ahead in lane, on an Irithel, you do really well. You can just constantly poke. Selly Boy gets the purple buff again. Vince is 3 levels down. Swaylo is nowhere near, you know, to try to contest for anything. He needs to wait for that power spike, and it's not going to hit. Selly Boy got his retry again. You're not going to win a retry battle against someone with 3 levels ahead of you. Vincent dies. Okay, so this is it. Alter Ego in game number 1 showed more promise, in my opinion. When they were behind, they didn't fight for these neutral objectives. They instead went on to the other side of the map. They tried to mirror, but Rebellion just played it better by also sending a few members to stop that trade from happening. Meanwhile, in this game, Rebellion say, you know what? We have a weak mid laner on a Sicilian. We don't have a strong XP laner. We have a Fredrin fucking XP. We're 3 levels down in the jungle. And we will do whatever it takes to contest these neutral objectives. I'm not a fan of that move. That's a very like hard gamble that they're trying to do here. And look what it got them. Sure, if they got that neutral objective, it would have helped a bit. But they would have still been wiped out, I would say. Even if Vincent somehow was able to find a good miracle steal on that turtle, Alter Ego would have won that team fight. And I think it's GG from here. Oh, they couldn't even get Nino. See, this is what happens when... When Irithel gets ahead. Just by a bit. It's enough. Nino is very, very good alone, and Claude really doesn't have like kill pressure. Vincent dies again. Okay, we might have to just skip through this. This is a stomp, guys. Yeah, they're doing everything, taking everything. Look at this level lead. 4 level lead. Jeez. And even Nino sent to clear out these waves. They spot the guys in the bottom lane, and Alter Ego just play it chill. They know they get the free turtle. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to skip this. This is a very, very boring game if this is exactly how it gets played out. Yeah, they sandwich, they maneuver. Like I said, utilize this when you're in a winning position, guys. Then they constantly just go for this. The thing about the Martis is, when you get snowballed, it's crazy. It's a gamble, though, on the Martis. That's why you want to try to minimize the amount the risk of picking a Martis. Pick up a very good like trio mid or duo mid in the mid lane to help and facilitate your Martis, and then it's GG. Like if your Martis is this ahead, 4 levels, about to be 5 levels ahead of Vincent. 5 levels! I think this is the biggest level gap we've seen in MPL Indonesia Season 12. Now it's back to 4, but at a point it was 5 levels. Yeah. It's GG. They'll just play this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to skip this. Look at that. Berserker Fury in the 8th minute of the game. 6,400. He's basically where Highs was at last game. So it's the opposite. Everybody has a lead. And Sully Boy's 2,000 gold ahead. Yeah, Vincent's not going to have a good time. They're going to siege. They're just going to constantly do this. They can pressure all 3 waves. Bottom lane as well. Pi has enough kill pressure to even go for solo kills. And he does. Holy shit. Oh. Not even a kill. Wow. Oh, Pi. There you go. Finally, Rebellion get a kill. Free Lord, though. Even though they got Pi, Free Lord. Nothing much to talk about here, guys. It's just a stomp. It's a big stompy stomp. I think most of the analysis was in the draft. Okay. Let's see how they siege this. They push in these waves one by one. Rossi goes in onward. Very well played. Rossi should die here, though. But it's still value for Rebellion, or for Alter Ego. Whoa! Weird ult by Cars. Throw by Sully. Oh, they try to go for the end there. It's a shutdown picked up as well. That's good. That's good. That might have prolonged the game a bit. Now maybe we can go do some analysis. But no, it seems like again, yeah, Alter Ego are just too far ahead. Rebellion are finally going for trades on the map, but that's not a good trade to be taking. I think, unfortunately, that's a trade that's the only trade you can go for. That turret was doomed. It was already in a quarter of his HP. Another good trade for the tier 2. Oh my god. Yeah, and then now Alter Ego can just play what they can just do what Rebellion did to them in game number. Beautiful. Wow, GG. Might even, yeah, they might not even need the Lord, but they'll still go for it. No. Okay, they end it. Okay, this is it. GG. Alright, guys, there you go. That is game number 2. That was very quick. So game number 1 had a lot of analysis behind it. Game number 2 was just a stompy stomp. So not really anything to talk about. How long was that game? 13 minutes. Sheesh. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, click that like and comment down below what you thought about the game. If I missed anything, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Let's say I missed a play from Rebellion Zion, or if Alter Ego were able to, or like anything I missed, or anything you disagree with me in my analysis. Let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to watch game number 3. Even though game number 2 was boring, I'll give you that. Game number 3, we will be doing this for every match analysis now. We'll also be translating the interview, okay? So, yeah. Go. Hopefully they say something spicy. Peace out, guys. See you in the next one.